Hey all, Emily here again with the yoga dances. Third video today in a series of tiny snippets on adjusting your body without hands-on teacher adjustments. There's a lot of different ways that you can self-adjust. This current 3 series that we're doing is using environmental things in your space. Your mat, the wall, floor, ceiling, bookshelf, okay? And for this one, for handstands, and really you can do it in any upside down action. If you have neck injury, do not go upside down on your head. Just need to say that out loud. If you have neck injury, don't do it. And you're unsure, and you don't have a teacher there to work with you and give you active feedback, just don't practice it for right now. That's okay. There's plenty of other ways you can get upside down. Handstand being one of them. If you have vertigo or high blood pressure, it's also a little bit counterindicated to practice active inversions like this. Again, there's lots of different ways to get inverted. It doesn't have to be active. It can also be passive. Perhaps I'll make a few short videos about that as well. But for today, handstand. One of my favorite active adjustments to help someone find confidence and alignment getting upside down is a shoulder pressure, kind of partner acro-ish kind of move with the leg pressing down so the other leg can lever and float up. So if you could visualize that. Instead of using my shoulder to get underneath your leg in a lunge, just be solid so you can lift your other leg up and feel supported. We can do that on a chair. You could also do that like this kind of height if your hamstrings are okay with it. It's going to let you be more immediately upside down than something smaller like a chair or an ottoman. You could do this on the wall and do box pose. That's just a little bit different. Last video we talked about working with the hamstrings, that pushing into is a little bit better than setting on top of. For this particular one, with the intention of pressing down to lift up, it's a little bit better and more stable to press down instead of pressing into. I'm not saying that you can't do it. There's a 101 million ways, times infinity, that you can make these things happen in your body. Best to work with a live teacher, but hey, we're in a panini. Discover something about yourself on your own, with safety, with breath. Safety first. I want to, if I'm using something that maybe has a little bit of a slide to it, I definitely want to put it on my sticky mat. I can be extra safe and put it on my sticky mat and also the wall. I'm pretty confident this chair is not going to go anywhere. As I come in, I'm going to notice if I'm already feeling hesitant and having some anxiety. And I really want to focus on my exhales. And I don't want to push, I don't want to rush, and I don't want to go fast, because then that's when accidents and injury start to occur. When I'm pushing, I'm going fast without my awareness, and living in that anxiety range instead of a grounded, slow breath. So my feet go up next to whatever it is. If I need a shorter stance, I can also put feet underneath. Play with it. I come up to a down dog-like action. I step one foot probably towards the edge of the chair. If I went underneath, maybe a little bit closer to the center. The closer I come to this box pose position, the more my seat goes up. Just a little example here for you. The more my seat goes up. The more I come to center of the chair, the more my seat is not over my wrists. This will feel more comfortable at first, and this is great. But eventually, you want to try and stack. I want the muscles to do, well, I won't say less work because levitating away from the floor is hard, but stacked is better. Tight is lighter. I can play with taking one leg away. Maybe that's only a little bit. Maybe that's a lot bit. Maybe it's halfway, but I go slow. Getting upside down, finding some confidence here in a handstand-like position. I can do this for forearm balance. I can do that for headstand. The angle is just going to be a little bit different. If you have a deep desire, after that starts to feel really good and you're like, I'm feeling pretty confident, I want to work on some strength things. Here's a great drill that will also help you later kicking up with control, floating up with control. You do it with one leg. I push the floor away like a mat at the floor. I come into that one-legged action, upside down. I keep the seat super high, my fingers sliding. I keep the foot super high. I exhale, I lower, I come down. I try to tap the floor and maybe even in between my hands and lift back up. I highly suggest not holding your breath. Exhale. Inhale. I can do that as many times as I feel good about on each side. Don't kick the chair. You might have to swing outside. If you really wanted to be particular about placement, you could offset yourself from the chair so you have more of a direct angle to lift and lower. Yeah? So that's a little fun tidbit for handstand to adjust yourself more towards upright. I don't really suggest looking at a reflective surface to see if you're doing it right while you are doing it. But hey, technology is our friend. You can turn the video on your phone, take a little video of yourself, or you could just let it be what it is and feel it out. You can have your roommate, your significant other help you out with it, especially if you're feeling unsafe about being upside down. But go slow, go with your breath. Use what you have at your disposal. Have fun with it. So that's it. Handstands for today. Headstands, forearm balance. Ways to get upside down. Make sure you've done a warm-up. Make sure you've done a cool down. Maybe this is something that you practice in an online class that you're already taking. That's also kind of my goal with these videos. Any online class that you're taking, even if you're taking class with me, you don't always have time to break all of the options down for all of the bodies. So do your research, do your self-study, find the thing that's right for you. Utilize that in class. Even if the teacher isn't calling it out, you're like, oh, I should go to the wall. I should put my leg up the wall and stretch my hamstrings here as we're doing that standing hamstring pose. It's easier for me to do it at the wall. Do that for yourself. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. There's going to be lots of links later down below for you to check out. And I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day.